Hello Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My name is Julia Aurelia and I'm here to do your card reading for the month of October. So if your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign is in Aquarius, this is the right video for you. This is a general reading, so you might want to check out your other placements as well. And I would say with these infos, let's start your reading. What are the energies for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of October? Oh wow, all right. I have the feeling that you are really making fast progress in achieving your happy place, your cherry on the cake. I don't know if you say cherry on the cake. I think actually English people say the icing on the cake, but the 10 of Cups is basically your happy place, your wish fulfillment, whatever this might be, and in whatever area of your life, it feels like you're making fast progress connected to achieving this happiness and success. So that might obviously relate to the home life and your family. It might relate to a loving relationship. It might relate to your business and being happy and fulfilled in your business or on your soul mission. There are new ideas coming now towards you. So we have the Page of Swords. We just had the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of movement and I mean, here it is, right? So new ideas, I feel like. It does feel like something is clearing up for you, connected to finding your happy place, to finding love, or to be happy and fulfilled. And I feel like with this clarity, you're now making big progress and fast progress on the way to achieving that happiness. And it seems like there has been a little bit of a confusion connected to that energy, as we do have the 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups is also an energy where you might have asked yourself if you're going to be happy, if you're going to achieve your happiness and fulfillment. So the energy with all of those cards for the pre-shuffling is that there has been a situation in your life where you have reconsidered, where you have questioned that situation in terms of, am I going to be happy here? Is this the path to my happiness and fulfillment? And it doesn't actually need to be something that is just for your love relationship or your friendship or a situation connected to family. I feel like you have asked yourself, what is it that makes you happy in your life? What is your wish fulfillment? What is the thing that would deeply satisfy you and make you happy, depending on what area of life that is? And I feel like you get now the clarity and the insight in order to make the progress, in order to make a decision and take the next step. And we do have a lot of growth here. So 3 of Wands, that's the overall energy. And this is new experiences and growth. It could be personal growth. It could be spiritual growth. It could be growth in a relationship, growth in a business. Definitely new experiences waiting for you here. Now, for some of you, that could mean you're going on a trip, you're going on a journey, you're expanding your horizon. For others, again, it could mean taking a course. There could be an education or some sort of workshop, something where you, again, expand your horizon in a specific area of your interest. Now, the main energy for you, Aquarius, there we go, love that. We do have the Ace of Swords, so we do see the clarity is coming. There is going to be a breakthrough for you, a moment where, and I said this already with the pre-shuffling, so this is just the confirmation basically. There is a moment where you will see things clearly and where you're going to know the truth of the situation, where you're going to know the truth of what is making you happy and what's the path that you're going to take now. So that's a really beautiful energy here. It might be some sort of communication as well. We had a lot of swords energy, like the Page, the Knight, the Ace. So it actually could mean that maybe through a conversation, you will gain some clarity about something, or maybe you are communicating your thoughts about the direction of your life or a specific area in your life. The biggest challenge is the wagon. That's very German. Wagen in German, and in English it's the chariot. Thank you very much for that. I do feel like even though you do have clarity about what it is that you want and need to be happy and fulfilled, there is this energy where it's a challenge to actually get going and get moving forward. And there is something I have to say that is connected to making fast progress, but that might also be very challenging for you. Moving towards, because the energy here is with the chariot, moving towards your goals, being very focused on your goal. So it might be that knowing now where you want to go, knowing the place, the direction, obviously comes now with the energy of taking the next steps. Maybe the next steps are difficult. Maybe that's the challenge here. For some of you, it's a very confident card. So for some of you, you might are lacking a little bit of confidence here. With this card, I always say confidence is the key to success. So I feel like you are able to achieve everything that you want with a little bit of self-esteem and confidence. I feel like this is something that is actually needed here. So moving forward with confidence could be a challenge here for you. You are focused on the King of Wands. That is one aspect of the King of Wands is future plans. So the king has matured with all the experiences he has gone through. So that's a very mature person, has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom because of the experiences from the past. Now that could be an aspect of you where you now take everything that you went through in the past, you've grown from it, and you are now able to make decisions that are how do you say, what's the word? I'm just a bit caught now in between languages right now. Making decisions for the future that are with a bit of foresight, like making the right choice for the future because of your experiences from the past, basically. It might be a person that you're focused on. So obviously that could be someone who has a lot of fire in their chart, or a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It could be someone who's very attractive. Obviously this is someone in a leading position, so maybe there's a boss, a trainer, a coach. You might be looking towards someone who could help you and give you advice of how to achieve your goals. So that could be something as well, like a teacher or a coach. Do you say coach in English? A trainer, like, yeah, you say life coach. So yeah, something like that. If that is not the case, if you're not looking for advice of how to achieve your goal, or maybe how to become more confident in achieving your goal, there might be a specific person that is very magnetic to you, very charismatic, and where you are focused on that person. Because the king is always someone who has a lot of fire, who's passionate, independent, who's very charming, attractive. So there might be someone who has these qualities that you are focusing on as well. So obviously that doesn't tell us in what direction or in what area of life this whole reading is happening for you. With the king, it could be someone, it could be love and a passionate relationship or a passionate connection, but also it could be your business ideas or your life goals. For me, the wands, not just for me, but it's like the wands is fire energy, and that's your inner fire, your passion. It's what makes your life worth living. So I feel like with especially with the King of Wands, it's your spiritual mission here on earth. What's your soul's mission? So that could be something here as well, connected again to what makes you happy, what would fulfill you. So for some of you could now be really focusing on achieving your goals, but then again I feel like you're missing a little bit of confidence here to achieve it, which is why that might be something you're looking into now, because obviously the king is very confident. Or you are looking for advice here. I would say let's go a little bit deeper. Let's go, and that is your heart. So I feel like something didn't work out the way you planned it, and there's something in your energy, in your emotional energy in the month of October, where there might be some regrets, sadness, or grief. And maybe this is the clarity that you gain, that you know actually what's not making you happy, and you know what you need to leave behind. which is why maybe this is why the Chariot is the challenge, because you need to move on, you need to achieve your goals, and in order to do this, you need to leave something behind. So maybe there's something connected to that where you feel really sad that there is something that just didn't turn out as you hoped for. Let's see what happened in the past. Three of Pentacles, which means you showed your commitment to a connection, to a relationship, or to something related to your goals. So it feels like a very loyal energy in the past, trying to work on something, trying to build up something here. So that's in general a good energy. Could be two people working together on something. For me, in a relationship, this is always the card of commitment. So there was something where you were very committed to achieve something here. But then again, the question is, what makes you really happy? And for some reason, I feel like there's some sort of clarity now that there's something that doesn't make you happy, or that there's something that didn't turn out as you maybe hoped for. When you started to work on this situation in the past, I think you had expectations that everything would turn out in a different way and that you would be really happy. But for some reason, there is now the clarity that this is not going to be the case. It could also be obviously the commitment to a work partnership or to work here. And maybe now you're realizing, oh, actually, the job I'm in is not what makes me happy and what's fulfilling. So I'm now looking towards becoming independent, stepping up into a leading position. But it's difficult to get going, it's difficult to get moving. And like I said, I feel like there's a little bit of a lack of confidence here. In the near future, you are ready to manifest this new beginning. So even if you actually feel at the moment a little bit stuck with the Magician in the near future, I feel like you have everything you need to actually start manifesting your dreams into reality. You might have the resources, the willpower, the focus, everything that is with the Chariot still in the energy of blockage, because this is also a card of willpower and moving forward. So maybe that's the issue at the moment, that you don't feel like you have the strength or the willpower really to get going. Maybe because you're digesting the things in your heart here that didn't work out as expected, or the sadness or some sort of grief. But in the near future, this card tells me you are ready. Don't hesitate. Manifest your dreams into reality now, which means you need to know what it is that you want. Be clear about that, and then get going and take inspired action. Don't hesitate. The time has come to actually start with whatever this is that you want to start. Your energy, and there we go. This is the Knight of Swords again. This is the energy that we had earlier already. So that's actually quite interesting. I feel like there is something where, well, it's the energy of moving fast. So being decisive, moving fast. So maybe you do want to move fast towards your goals now, a specific project, your independence, or a passionate connection here, a person where you feel strongly about in terms of like passion. So maybe there is something where you want to move towards that person, approach that person rather sooner than later, and you're like, oh my God, I don't have time anymore. It feels like once you gain clarity about what it is that would make you happy, this is the energy that I'm getting. It feels like I don't have time to waste. This is where I want to go now. I feel like I've wasted maybe time in the past. But I wouldn't say that, because I feel like no time is ever wasted, because it's always coming with experiences and with lessons that you have learned. And sometimes it might take a little bit longer to learn a lesson. So I don't think in terms of that anything we ever do is wasted. I do think it's all part of a divine plan and our soul's purpose here to grow. But I feel like now you are in the energy of, I don't have any more time to waste. But again, the Chariot at the moment at least seems to be the challenge. So even though you want to go and want to move forward, it seems to be a difficult action. I feel like that's the issue. So I'm not sure if you are actually stuck. It more feels like, I know what I want to get it now. I know it's going to be a difficult way or a path, It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to go for it now. This is what I'm feeling here. The next energy is either the person you're dealing with, or it is your environment and what effect your environment has onto you. Change. So maybe a person has changed, maybe a person is bringing a change, or maybe your environment is changing. It might be that a person has deeply changed you. So what effect does the person or your environment has onto you? Change. It's a turning point. So it's actually quite interesting because in some shape or form, I feel like something is changing in your environment. So the changes or the goals, maybe you're moving, that could be something, moving place, moving home, moving your job. Something is definitely changing in your environment. But I also feel like there's something or someone who has deeply changed you. And it seems like there has been a catalyst for change in your environment. Now, the next card is your hopes, dreams, and fears. And you're hoping for success. Maybe it's interesting because this is a card where we talk about confidence. So, with the energy of confidence being a little bit blocked here, I feel like you are hoping to having the self-esteem and the confidence to move forward successfully. On the other hand, obviously, it's quite literal that you hope for this whole thing turning out to your favor and to your advantage, and like that whatever you're trying to achieve now is going to be successful. So let's see, you have in the near future the Magician, which is a beautiful thing, a beautiful energy if you want to start something new, if you want to create something new, create a new reality. But how is the whole situation developing? The Star. Well, Aquarius, this is your energy. So this is your power card. So beside all the other energies that come with this card, I would say that you will be more yourself than ever. You will feel like your true authentic self here with this card, because that is your power card. But also what this card means as well is that there is new hope. There might be some sort of renewal in your life. It might be that hope is renewed, that you now feel positive and optimistic for the future. I do feel it's definitely some sort of wish fulfillment or success. It's not quite there yet, but I do feel like you can sense that actually you are able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So here you're starting the manifestation process of going after what it is that makes you happy. And with this card as the development, this is the sense of, oh my God, I actually can achieve it. It's a possibility. And that will make you feel inspired and very hopeful for the future. And I think that's literally one of the most beautiful readings to end with your card and to end with hope for the future and your wish fulfillment. So there might still be a little bit longer to go, but there's a big change, because I feel like you're getting clear about what it is that you want in life that makes you happy, either like in the big picture or maybe even in a specific area of your life. So really beautiful reading. I hope you resonate with this. If so, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.